Hello, and welcome to the Quest for Games. I'm Jerry, and in this video, I'm going to do an unboxing of the Kickstarter I just got, 20 Strong Tanglewood. If you're not, there we go, throwing stuff all over the place already. If you're not familiar with 20 Strong is a single player card game where you use dice as resources and you try to get through the deck of cards or the scenario. In the original 20 Strong, which I have all the decks that you can get for the original 20 Strong, there's a Solar Sentinels, a Victorium, and a Too Many Bones. And I will probably do a review of all of 20 Strong here after this video, but this is just the unboxing of Tanglewood, which is the newest version of 20 Strong. So let me rearrange the camera some so that you can get a better view of this, and I'll start the unboxing. Okay, so welcome to the table. I'm not sure what's the right way, what's the right order to do these. So I'm just going to do the main box first. And I'm struggling with the cellophane again, my favorite thing. Oh, come on. I'm even trying to use a knife this time and not being very successful. So this includes Tanglewood Red. So there is a bit of a gloss or a foil kind of look to the front of the box. I'm not sure how well you're picking that up. It is a single player game. They recommend 14 and up. And they say it takes about a half hour to 40 minutes. I usually lose faster than that, but your experience may vary. Okay, so there's kind of a felt thing inside, which is pretty much the same as the other 20 Strong box. I guess this is a new form of desiccant. That's kind of interesting, a little sheet. So here's the general rules for how to play 20 Strong. My copy's pages are sticking together. I have to assume it's pretty close to the way you play the original 20 Strong. All the icons look about the same. It's 28 pages long. Then, as promised, there's Tanglewood Red in here. There's my marker, turn marker, or gold marker, or whatever, depending upon the thing that you're playing. It's magnetic. This is like a normal chip from Chip Theory Games, maybe metal a little bit more. And then there's a magnet right there that it sticks down into this base. I have a similar thing for my current version, and I really like it. It's really nice. Let's get these out of here. There's felt in the bottom of the box here too. Let's get that out of the way. Let's see these dice. And I wish there was a thing called, sense around, smell around, because the last set of dice that I got for 20 Strong, they were strong, not in a good way. These have a little bit of a smell to them, but nowhere near as bad as the smell from the last set. So you have 4 yellow. The dice are a little sticky. I might have to wash them. 4 yellow, 4 green, 4 blue, 4 purple. Oops, getting them off camera. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the dice are sticking to my hand. So they do look a little different. They have some kind of a pattern around them that I don't think the original one did, but maybe they do. Maybe they're the same. I'm just used to seeing a Blanca Plus or the crit kind of thing on them. So yellow, green, blue, purple, red, and then your health dice and your, I can't remember what that's called, number of dice you get back dice, and the number of times you can do a schema dice. There's the same magnetic chip thing from the original 20 Strong. And there's my smelly dice. And they do look a little different. These are supposed to be the same color, but they're not. And this has like a hexagonal around it, where this one has some kind of, I don't know what to call that, little swoosh tails or something around it. So they're a little different, but they're pretty close. I mean, these blue are a little darker, but I could play with these dice. So if I bought this set, I don't see any reason why. Yeah, the symbols look a little different on the outside, but the plus is exactly the same. And the crit plus, which looks like that, is exactly the same. The dice are a little different in color. And they smell a lot better. But you could, I'm sure I could play regular 20 Strong with these dice without having any problems. So if you bought the original 20 Strong, you could probably just buy the Tanglewood Red expansion and be fine with the dice that came in your original 20 Strong. Or you could buy the 20 Strong Tanglewood, and if you really like it, you could use these dice from 20 Strong Tanglewood to play like Too Many Bones 20 Strong, if that's something you wanted to do. And Too Many Bones 20 Strong is really good. Okay. So let's put those dice back in this back away, get those out of the way, and start opening up decks of cards. So we'll start with Tanglewood Red, although Tanglewood Red seems to be the same size as the white and the gold and the white. So they all seem to be the same size. Let me go grab out. There's Too Many Bones, and actually Too Many Bones is smaller. It's thinner. So there's apparently less cards in here. I don't know how many less, and I don't have enough time to sit here and try to count the cards to say, oh, well, the Tanglewoods set's got 50 more cards. I have no idea how many cards it has more, and to be honest, I don't care. All right, so my nemesis. Cellophane wrap. If you ever tried to see me wrap food in cellophane, it works the same way, but in reverse. I can't do it. All right. That card comes off the back to make the box a little clean, nice and clean, except for cellophane's all over it. Okay. So we have a Tanglewood Red instruction manual that is similar. I'm sure it's the same as the instruction manuals for the original 20 Strong. This will have what differs from the original rule book. So this is base rules, explains the dice, what the different faces are, and what the phases of the game are. And then this explains how these cards are adapted to the base rules. So these are pretty thick rule books, 52 pages long. And I think they said they had to do something to these books to get them bound like this, because the other way, the way they were trying to do it as a leaflet or something, wasn't fitting in. I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing my games. But this is a nice thick little rule book. It's going to take me a little while to get through trying to read how to play. So we have a hero card. It's nice and it's got a nice foil to it. And their cards, I don't know if you've seen any of these cards, but these cards are kind of a PVC. They're kind of a plastic. It's my understanding that they're made out of recycled materials. Maybe that's just me telling myself that. On the back side of this card, there's some player aid, looks like information. So, but there's the Brothers Grimm. I'm not sure if they're heroes or if they're villains, but the way the card's set up and what they have on the dice there, I'm assuming that's a hero card. Then I have the Big Bad Wolf, and I have Growl, which looks like it belongs to the Big Bad Wolf. Is this double-sided? Yes, it is. Bigger, Badder Wolf on the back side. And there's Growl, there's Growl and Big Teeth. There's Howl and Big Eyes. So I guess I should have said this in the beginning, but Tanglewood Red is Little Red Riding Hood. So we got Rowdy and Matted Fur. I'm not going to go through every single one. Guzzle and Dark Domain, and Prowl and Gnawing Hunger. So here is one thing that's a little different that I do kind of want to try to show. The way that Tanglewood Red or the Tanglewood things work is, that's Baba Yaga, the merchant, is you're building a path. So you're going to start with a card like this. I don't know if this is the right card to start with. I'm just saying like this. And you're going to be building a path like this. So I think this is probably the start and this is an end. And you'll be flipping over things and making a path that you're going to have to choose which path you want to go down. I wonder if there's a marker for me to mark which one I was on. I'll have to go see. But you're going to be connecting paths, and this is just going to continue to keep growing, right? As you're making your path longer and longer. I struggle to refrain from saying something about other games while I'm in this game, but this path is reminiscent of a lot of the roguelike PC games, something like a Slay the Spire, where you're going up a path. I guess I'm going up the path starting here and getting to Grandma's house at the top. They are two-sided, so I believe that means this is day and this is night. So that'll be interesting. And I'm assuming I have the Big Bad Wolf, and I think these are the Big Bad Wolf's henchmen. And then that's a hero. I hope I have more than the one hero, but so these cards are new. Oh, there's more heroes. These cards are new. I'm not sure then that that's a hero. They're nicely red foiled, and their equipment. So there's an axe, and then it becomes the woodsman's axe. I don't know exactly how I upgrade them. Fairy Godmother's Aid and Fairy Godmother's Blessing. Looks like a potion. One little pig. 3 little pigs. So I don't know if I'm not going to go through every one of these cards, but I'll quickly flash through them so that you can pause. If that was too quick, I'm sorry. Oh, she goes with this, I think. So it looks like there's some equipment cards in here. These look like my normal hero cards. So the Brothers Grimm, I'm not sure what they are. But here's your normal hero cards. So this is Little Red Riding Hood. It's also foil, and it's that same kind of plastic. And then Big Red, which I'm assuming is in 20 strong. You start on one side, then once you can do something, once you've done something, depending upon the game, the deck that you're playing, you'll be able to flip it over to their more powerful side. So we've got a Little Red Riding Hood, we've got Thumbelina, we've got Puss in Boots. I think that's the higher side of him, though. The Pied Piper and Bo Peep. All right. I would have thought these would have common backs now, but they look like they're all two-sided. A Web Tunnel and Forest Friends. This one has something different on the back, even though it's a Web Tunnel. Ally Among Us. So we have, they're worth some gold, it looks like. I'm not sure what, I guess if you defeat them, you get the thing to the back. I'm not sure. I'll have to read. But these all have that purple at the bottom, so I'm assuming they're some kind of, there are minions that will be fighting through, or things that will be fighting through based on where we are on the map. Hopefully there's some way of telling which is what, but so there's the cards from Tanglewood Red. So that was Tanglewood Red. I just cleaned them all up. Magic of video. I don't normally cut, but I'm cutting out and cleaning up. Here's, I don't know if I'm supposed to do white or gold next, but we'll go ahead and do gold because that's the one that was in my hand. And I'm failing to the cellophane boss yet again. There we go. All right. So the same, a card on the back that comes off, and then now the box is clean. This box still has this, a similar kind of a foil kind of on it. This one looks like you're in the woods. This one looks like it's got, you're in the woods, but it's bears or something, I guess. Could it be? Could this one maybe be Goldilocks? Oh, I don't know. That would be 2 on, right? Okay, so another rule book. It looks like it's about the same size, 48 pages. I think the other one I said was 52. So, but it's going to tell you how you play Tanglewood Gold, which will probably be a little bit different than how we play Tanglewood Red. Based on how the other games play, I would expect it to be different. I have Goldie. So it looks like my heroes are on the top this time. Oh, but now I have the Brothers Grimm again. So I have Goldie, Hansel, Pinocchio Wooden, and I guess Pinocchio Real Boys on the other side. Yep. The Fool and a flying ship is the other side of the Fool, and the Prince and the Beast. So Beauty and the Beast, I guess. And here's the Brothers Grimm again. Not quite sure what that is. That'll be very interesting for me to try to figure out what is the deal with the Brothers Grimm. They seem to be in every one of these boxes. So, and now for the way Gold, the Tanglewoods Gold plays, you now have a path that you're trying to take. Unlike the grid or the lines that we had in Tanglewood Red. This one is we're trying to go a direction. So we're trying to go directions. I guess we can pick players. I think you put your cards out in a tableau and you're using this to help you. I think this is the start one. And then we have, again, different direction cards. What's on the back of these? Oh, it's night again because it's purple. And you can still see the gloss, the foil. I'm not going to go through all the different directions. They all have a dot on the top of them, so I'm not sure. This one has something at the bottom. Maybe that's supposed to help me understand that's the start, but there's a same thing at the bottom of that one, same thing at the bottom of that one. So I'm not sure. Obviously, I've got a lot to read. So now we have, looks like, items again. This is probably going to get really long. So we have the nightshade drops and then nightshade nightcap. And you can still see the foil on the cards. But I'll just go flip through these pretty quickly. A stick and a pointy stick. Huh. I got 2 sticks and pointy sticks and some porridge. All right. So now on here you see those directions that were on these cards. So are these? Nope, they're double-sided too. There's a little bit of the foil at the bottom. But most of the cards have that direction, so I'm assuming you have to beat a card to be able to solve that card. I don't know. I should know. It's been a little while since I've watched the videos on how to play, so I don't remember very well. Here's the merchant again. And then we have Baby Bear, Papa Bear, and Mama Bear for the 3 little bears to go with Goldie. And we have Baby Bear and, oh, nope, on the back side is not another different bear. So Goldilocks and the 3 bears. So that was Tanglewoods Gold. There's Tanglewoods Red. Let's move on to Tanglewoods White. Card again. Gives you a clean back on your box. Has the same silver kind of foil on the box. This time that almost looks like it's like a witch or something, maybe. Maybe she's got a poison apple. I don't know. So again, we have a rule book. Oh, almost lost them all. So we have we have a rule book. This one's 44 pages long. So I think this one was I think gold was 42. I think this was 50 something. Maybe this was more than that. I don't know. So don't quote me on any of that. So there's the rule book for Tanglewood White. We have the same mysterious Brothers Grimm again. Not sure what they do. We have Snow White as a hero. And on the back side, the upgraded Snow White is the fairest, peckish, and reckless. Dwarves, bubbly, and Inui? I don't know. Toil and trouble. And Sean, the huntsman, and Prince Charming. Arg. So these actually do have, looks like they have a back on them, and it has a number 43434338. Don't know if that means something special, but these are all castle cards. And it has the evil stepmother, the wicked queen, these must be bosses, the potion goldsmith, the crystal undertaker, the trenchcoat dwarf, the magic mirror, and the ogre chef. Night and day, I assume. So are these similar backed? Yep. These have castles and different symbols on their back. So do these. I don't know if I'm supposed to connect them though, because they weren't. But so they have, I think again, this one, I'm pretty sure I make some kind of tableau out of them. There's a little foil at the bottom. There's a little book at the bottom, and there's foil on that, kind of foil treatment on that bottom. And they're the same PVC-ish kind of cards. I'm going to keep this pile separate, but they have the same back, so it seems like you would mix them all together, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to wait. But, oh, these have a different kind of bottom to them than these do. So maybe I'm not supposed to mix them together. Instead of having the book in foil, these have a little gold indicator. Looks like instant. So these are bad guys. So instantly I would get a dice back is what I think those symbols mean. Or instantly I would be able to set my retrieve. I can't remember the word for that. Instantly I would get some gold. So these, and that's interesting. That's more than I'm used to seeing, I think. Health, their attack. Huh. But these all look like they're minions. Maybe there are a couple of different levels of minions. And they have the same backs as these do. So I don't know if they get mixed together. We have the merchant again. So somehow the merchant will come out. I have a set of items. The walking stick, which turns into the knobbly stick. And they're foil treated again. A little bit on the actual item and the card, the edges of the card. Blinding blinders, glasses, and blinders, sunglasses. Okay. All right. So there's White. And yes, it is Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. I did not, oh, I think one of the villains was the witch, but I didn't see, there might be, there's a, looks like maybe a poison apple there. Oh, and on the back of these cards, yeah, on the back of the cards, that definitely looks like it's a poison apple. So there's Tanglewood White. So there was Tanglewood White. Now we have Baba Yaga. And there was the merchant in each of those other decks. I'm pretty sure Baba Yaga is that merchant. Although, depending upon how macabre they went with the Baba Yaga into the Baba Yaga mythos, she could be pretty warped. So again, nice card. Tells you it's a one-player game, 14 and up, and 30 to 40 minutes. But like I said in the beginning, I don't normally last 30 to 40 minutes. This deck is smaller than the other ones. The other three are about the same size. This one's a little smaller. I have to assume that, oh, that's right. I'm pretty sure it gives you the ability to play scenario based. I think is what this does. So again, a rule book, and yes, Baba Yaga's house that's walking. Oh, it opens up as a little bit of a, this is probably the one that was supposed to be a pamphlet. So here's the instruction pamphlet for Baba Yaga. Not too big. I mean, what is that? That's 9, so 18 maybe, give or take, cover page in that. But I believe this allows you to play the game in a scenario-based way. So this says Cornflower Witch, and it's saying something about allowing me to upgrade my inventory maybe, and Bannock. So here's some more of the cards that are similar to the same back as what's on White. And it looks like it's new mobs to put into White. These flip over, so I don't know if they're, well, they have the arrow leaf on them, so they must be for gold. New cards to put into gold. Deafening Shriek. This seems like it's probably Big Bad Wolf powers. So maybe some stuff I'd be sticking into red. Here, this has that same foil on the bottom of the book, so they're going to have, I think these, based on the way they look, probably are cards that go into White. Here's some more that have that leaf pattern on it, so I would bet that they go into gold. I have new items, so Hunter's Vision and Hunter's Mentality. Again, foil, the item's little foil, and there's foil around the card, the edge of the card. So this looks like a lot more items. I don't know, maybe there's somewhere that I can tell that they cost a certain amount. There's Baba Yaga's chicken house. And here's Baba Yaga herself. Looks like the chicken house has an attack ability and some health in it. And Baba Yaga in her chicken house has some strength. Giant legs. Oh, wow, cool. I've got giant legs, a giant body, and a giant head. And all these all say wounded, so the other side is probably not wounded. So I looks like that's a 3-part mob for me to fight. Or maybe it's a 3-part hero that I can use. The Raven Sisters, there's a way to set up for the Raven Sisters, and then there's a Raven Sister. Here's Raven defeated. And another Raven, so maybe these all go with the Raven Sisters because there's some Ravens, more Ravens. So maybe that's one of the scenarios. That is the Raven Sister. And maybe this is another, the big giant is another scenario. And then I have, this looks like a hero card to me, but I'm not sure. The Golden Goose, Jack my Hedgehog, Rapunzel Unbraided, Crab, Goyle. Oh, nope, Dr. Know-It-All. I know, wrong reference, sorry. The Mayor of Moontown and the Moonkeeper. The Frog Prince Transformed and the Frog. So there's Baba Yaga. Like I said, my thought around it, what I understood it to be, was some way to be able to play scenario based. I hope that's what it is, but we'll see when I get into it. They're the same quality of cards, the same kind of PVC-ish. I don't know that I feel like I have to sleeve these cards. They feel like they really don't need to be sleeved. I didn't sleeve my 20 strong, but when I'm playing the game by myself, do I really need to sleeve the cards? I don't know. But I don't sleeve my 20 strong. I haven't sleeved any of my 20 strong so far. They are standard size cards, so you would be able to use a standard sleeve to sleeve them. So that was Baba Yaga. And the last things that I have are some hero packs. So this is 20 strong promo pack 1. Oh, come on. So I got some heroes. We got Rump, Stilts. So it's Rumple, Stilts when he upgrades. We have Sprig, Jack and the Beanstalk, I guess. That's Tinkerbell. Belle and Tink, but I guess we're not allowed to say Tinkerbell. I'm sorry, I didn't say that word. Nope, that's stricken. This one is promo pack 2. These are promo heroes, and if these are anything like the 20 strong, like Too Many Bones 20 strong, if you use a promo hero, there's a standard backup plan card that you can use with the promo hero. So I'm assuming that these will do the same kind of thing if there's anything special about a hero that I need something. We now have Malevolent Fairy and Mischievous Fairy. We have Old Rink Rank and Godfather Death. Maybe I should know who that is. Wicked Witch Dissected and Wicked Witch Empowered. My last set of promo cards. This is promo card pack 3. 20 strong pack 3. So here's Riffle, who's a 20 strong character. I'm sorry, Too Many Bones. Here's Riffle, that's a Too Many Bones character. This is Canonaut. I don't know what that's from. Huh, it's interesting. Here's another character for Victorium, and I don't know what this one's from. Flintlock and Lundell, but I'm not sure if that's supposed to be some specific pack. I thought I had all the 20 Strongs, but it's not a robot, so it doesn't go into the Solar Sentinels. Doesn't this one looks like the Too Many Bones. I'm not sure what that one's from either. Oh well, but that's all I have. So that's what I have for 20 Strong Tanglewood. If you would like me to do a review or even do a how to play, leave me a comment and let me know, or send a note to the channel. There's an email that you can send it to. It's thequestforgames@gmail.com. I'll put that in the comments. So again, my channel's not sponsored. I just do these for the heck of it. If there's anything you'd like to see me do, please leave me a comment or send me an email. If you want to see anything more about 20 Strong, please let me know. And with that, I hope you have fun playing games, and I'll see you next time. Bye.